All right, guys, we are live on the YouTubes here. Thanks for joining us once again. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about homeowners insurance rising here in San Diego. Very exciting topic.
Hot topic.
Interest rates are starting to drop. We'll get in a little more of that, see how it's going. And inventory is super low. So we'll also get into that.
Yep.
And a potential chance. I mean, this could be still a long shot. Are we going to get an NBA or NHL team here in San Diego after the big MLS news we just had a few weeks ago? So we're going to get into all these things today. So thank you guys for joining us. Let me get this going. How do you hide this thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. Banners. Okay, so let me know where you guys are watching from. We always like to know where people are tuning in from, whether you are here in sunny San Diego, finally sunny San Diego, as we've been.
So nice. First day of summer, just in time.
That's right. In the midst of June gloom and the May grays.
Yes.
I feel like it's finally over because it's been very sunny the last 4 or 5 days.
It's good. I hope so, because I also heard the July no sky. Did you hear that?
I've heard that recently. I never had heard that before, but I feel like
I hope that's not true.
And then I don't know what rhymes with August, but something they will come up with. August, but I can't think of anything. Okay. And if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to put them in the chat. We will be happy to answer them as we go through our articles, as we usually do. And once again, thanks for joining us. So
yeah.
With that said, let's see, put your questions in the chat. I'm trying to come up with some new banners here, guys. So this is a nice little addition to the show here. So we'll get into that. And now let's see if hopefully my screen sharing works correctly, as sometimes it does not. Window. Okay, here we go. Share. Okay, first news article on the agenda for today. Improving Gallagher Square at Petco Park. So this was just announced recently that there's going to be a $20 million renovation of Gallagher Square. So that's going to be pretty cool. So they're actually going to put artificial turf on there. Right now it's all grass.
Yeah.
My only worry about that is it can get very hot sometimes in the summer.
Turf can get really
hot sometimes. So, but I'm sure they probably have thought of that.
I bet they did too. I was just there at Petco Park 2 days ago. I guess it was 3 days ago, was it? And I was looking at Gallagher Park thinking there is room for improvement there, especially because the way the slope is right now, where they have it like a hill where you can sit and still get a little bit of a view. It's also hard to sit that way. You're sitting on like
very uncomfortable for me
It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're on like a downward slope, and if you're at the bottom, your view's not great. If you're at the top, it's not that great.
So what are they doing right here?
So it looks like they're doing sort of like a terraced idea. Okay. So these are going to be this. Actually, there's a Longwood Gardens on the so they have these like grass steps, almost like grass bleachers. So these will probably be turf bleachers almost is what I think it looks like to me.
And there's gonna be a little deck over here as well, right?
Yeah, and it almost looks like there's a little walkway underneath. If you can point that out, it almost looks like you can go. Do you think that's just a little bridge, or they kind of are showing?
Looks like it's way raised up there.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe there's bathrooms or.
They also do a lot of concerts out here at Gallagher Square. So when there's not a baseball game on, they'll do concerts out here.
Right. Too, and hold on, that's pickleball right there too, Bern. I don't know if you see this.
This is where the pickleball is.
This is pickleball. Those are pickleball courts.
Interesting.
So, and then they're going to move
Tony Gwynn Terrace, a new viewing deck for fans that can be used as picnic space outside of game time. Of game time, that's good.
Yeah.
Improved playground and mini field, temporary pickleball courts. There you go.
Yeah.
Public art displays, fenced off leash dog park, and upgraded entry gate at 9th and J. So that's
looks pretty cool.
A nice addition. Oh, and here's the playground too. That they're doing this whole little playground here too.
Yeah.
So.
And they will still have the little kids, like the tot lot baseball field, where your kids can go and hit and do whatever.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, moving on. This is what I was very excited about.
Yeah.
Because I talk about one of the cons of living in San Diego is the lack of sports teams.
Yes.
Although it's picked up recently. We obviously have the Padres. We lost the Chargers, but we got San Diego Wave.
Yep.
We also have the rugby team, which I'm blanking on the name. Right? The Legion.
Yep.
But now we have the MLS team coming in 2025, and now the Midway Rising project, which is the project where they're redeveloping the sports arena. Stan, how do you pronounce his name? Kroenke. Is now the lead backer of this project. And if you don't know who Stan Kroenke is, he owns the Denver Nuggets and the
Los Angeles Rams.
Right? Or no, I think he's the Yes, and then he also owns the Avalanche for hockey. But if you did not know, one owner cannot own multiple NBA teams or NHL teams.
So that's why he owns like one of each different sport.
That's correct.
Okay.
So he cannot bring an NBA or NHL team, but he could be the landlord and bring a team there to San Diego. Yeah. So we will see if that ever comes into fruition. The one team that people are talking about that could possibly go to San Diego are the Phoenix Coyotes, because they are currently in Arizona State's arena that holds like 6,500 people.
Tell me who the Phoenix Coyotes are.
It's hockey.
Hockey. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm not as well versed in hockey. Okay.
Well, either am I, but I do know what that is. A hockey team.
Is that an NHL team?
NHL, yes.
That really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Moving on.
Sorry.
So they were just they had a vote on the ballot to create a new stadium. It was shot down, and their lease is only 2 more years. So they're likely going to move, and it's possible landing spot for. And we already have Coyotes here in San Diego, so I feel like it's appropriate. They don't even have to change the name.
That's
right. Just be the
San Diego
Coyotes.
SD Coyotes.
So we'll see. Let me know if you guys would want a. Here, I didn't put this in here. Would you guys want an NBA or an NHL team to come to San Diego? Because I would be very, very excited about this. Yeah. So, and let me know if you are, or if you just don't care, and that's also fine too. Maybe that's why you moved to San Diego.
Yeah, to get away from sports teams.
That's right. Oh, and if you want to see how big the stadiums are, so the plan is for a 16,000 seat stadium in San Diego. That would bring us to the smallest arena in all of sports.
I can't believe that's even really.
So the Atlanta Hawks have the small. This is just basketball, but I think hockey. I mean, a lot of them share stadiums. Yeah. So this would bring us just 600 seats less than State Farm Arena. I mean, I don't know why don't they just add like 1,000 seats to this, just to be like, at least in not the smallest, but maybe it'll just feel more fill when no one shows up to the games. Like a lot of people in San Diego.
No, that'd be great.
Do not do. So yes, it'll be the smallest, but you could still fit a professional team there. But it would be nice if they added another 1,500 seats or so. So we shall see on that. Okay, next topic we got. So this just became a bigger topic here in San Diego. Let me change this. There we go. Look at those little banners. This is great.
I love it. And you do have comments up here, I see.
Yes, that's true. Let's see. Anything?
Hey, guys. Oh, nice.
Okay, we'll get into that in a second. We'll go through this one more, and then we'll go through any. If you guys have any questions, like I said, put them in the chat there for us. And if you guys notice my new T-shirt, San Diego 56ers. So we could always we'll give one of these away to one happy viewer out there. If you guys message me after the show, I'll send you a new T-shirt.
I love your marketing skills.
And if you guys, we also have a brand new office here in San Diego. So if you're ever in the 56 area, please stop by the office.
We're right off. We are actually off.
Literally off the 56, off Camino del Sur exit in San Diego. So we'd love to meet you guys. We're also going to have a grand opening soon, which we'll let you guys all know about as well.
So right off Camino del Sur.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So this came up recently as I don't know if some of you may have heard that State Farm has pulled out of California for homeowners insurance. And I'm insured by State Farm Insurance. And I think was it Allstate?
Allstate as well.
Allstate has also pulled out of San Diego. And State Farm was kind of my go-to for people that were in higher fire rated zones, which I was going to have a map of it, but I forgot to put it up here. So just imagine there's a map of where the high fire zones here in San Diego. It's like most of North County.
Right.
So if you're in a very high fire zone, it wasn't impossible to get insurance because State Farm would usually insure you.
Sure.
But now they've pulled out. So now it becomes a little bit more challenging. We found a few this week that will still do it. Like Safeco would do it.
Yes.
Farmers would do it, but they were charging for a 3,600 square foot house in Carlsbad was going for like $10,000 for homeowners insurance.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to buy a house here in San Diego, just maybe even before you put the offer in, just maybe search around to see how much insurance would be for that property. Because we were estimating around $200 to $300 per month for homeowners insurance, and this now it's became much higher. We actually found one for $3,700 a year, which actually was not terrible.
No,
but when you were expecting it somewhere to be around $2,500 to $3,000, it makes the difference.
Obviously, too, you have to take into consideration how close you are to canyons or open preserve land. If you live somewhere like
you want a view with no neighbors behind you, that sounds great in theory, but sometimes your insurance will be higher because you're at a high elevated fire risk.
Fire line zone,
fire
right?
line zone. And
Fire
there's a million
line
different
zone.
things that go into it. Like if you're on a cul-de-sac or like egress, ingress out of the neighborhood can also change the insurance. So
just one more thing
to pile
home
on
buyers.
Like other
Yeah.
costs of living here in San Diego. California still has 115 companies offering homeowners insurance, said Michael Solar, Deputy Commissioner for the state's insurance department. So you can still get insurance. It just will depend on the price of your insurance. So
that's right.
Just keep that in mind, because I feel like this is the one thing that people probably don't think about as much when they're trying to figure out their budget for housing. So just keep that in mind. And if you guys do live in San Diego, let me know what your homeowners insurance, what your company is, and how much you're paying, if you don't mind relaying this information.
Or if your homeowner's insurance has either gone up or been canceled.
Or, not been renewed. Right. And let me know about that, because I want to see how often this is happening to people, because I have heard of a few people not getting renewed.
Some anecdotal.
Apparently State Farm is grandfathering people in, but I feel like one day they could just decide not to renew it.
Yeah.
So we shall see about that. Okay, what else do we got here? Now we'll get into some of the housing news here, this is kind of like the endless thing that we've been talking about as far as what's going on in the housing market. Prices are going up since like February. I think they've gone up like 7 or 8% from my last video, if you guys watched that last one before.
Yeah.
But it's mainly because the inventory is way down. So low. Which is the trend is continuing on that matter. So if you see, the report said that number of new listings top 2,700. Let me see if I can highlight
May
this. Compared to 4,125 the same month a year ago.
Yeah.
34% drop.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering why prices are going up with the rates this high, it's really just because the inventory is inventory was low last time, this time last year. And they're not building enough homes. So nothing is really changing as far as inventory goes. In fact, it's going down.
Fewer people selling just because of rates. So
like the last 2 houses we put offers on, I think it had 13 offers and 10 offers. One in Poway, one in Rancho Penasquitos. So it's just, it's not, I mean, a lot of times the multiple offers is because they underpriced it by $50,000. So it's going to get multiple offers. But if you're expecting prices to go down anytime soon, it's not happening until inventory comes up. I don't know when that's going to be. If it's going to be in the end of summer, fall, or 2024.
Because typically this is the time of year when there are more homes on the market.
Yes, this is usually popular
time to sell.
Like March through June is probably the most popular time to sell here.
So the fact that inventory is so low. Really, I mean, making a prediction there. What do you think?
I don't know when it's going to pick up, because there's just nobody wants to sell, because no one wants to lose their interest rate.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, there are people selling, but they're usually because they're leaving or maybe they're upgrading or downsizing. But I would say there's less upsizing right now, because people are like, okay, would I like a bigger yard? Sure. Yeah. But I don't want to.
At this point in time,
when I have a 2.8% interest rate, it's hard to justify it at this very moment. So if rates go back down into the 4s or 5s, maybe we'll see more inventory pop up. But for the time being, if you're waiting for prices to drop, you got to wait for inventory to go up. Yeah. So we shall see.
What's your?
Oops. There, I didn't change my.
I can't see your comments.
I know. Here, I'll go to the comments.
It's
first.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. You got a lot on there.
Okay, we'll go back to this in a second. And my office is very hot right now. These lights on here.
I'm feeling. I just had like a moment where I thought I was going to pass out for a second. Woo, if I do that on YouTube Live.
Okay, a couple questions here. Hey guys, so nice to catch you on live stream. Love your videos. I'm watching here from San Diego. That's awesome.
Wonderful.
We're in San Diego. I feel like I've seen you before, Samuel. But thanks for watching.
Oh, Caesar watching from Napa Valley.
Napa Valley.
I'm envious.
Are you? Do you live in Napa, Caesar? I feel like we've seen you before too, or are you just visiting?
I would love to be in Napa Valley.
But thanks for watching. Bring us some wine, Caesar. Appreciate it.
Yes. Watching from the Jersey Shore.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Wow.
Are you visiting the Jersey Shore, or do you live in the Jersey Shore? I used to go there every summer, but have not been there.
I'm a Delaware Beach girl, but I love the shore as well.
Ocean City, New Jersey. That's where we used to go.
Avalon, Ocean City, New Jersey. So nice.
Hockey.
Hockey. Ew. Yeah.
I will really take any sport. I'll take any sport just so we have another thing to go to.
I like hockey. I don't have a ton of experience with hockey.
definitely needs an NBA team. Seems so natural to have one there. We've actually had 2 NBA teams here back in the day.
Just isn't always a fit.
But they just, I mean, this was back in the 70s and early 80s. So I honestly think they would actually be very embraced here in San Diego. Now, I think times have changed a lot since the 70s and 80s. So I think if we had an NBA team, I think it would actually do quite well. But I agree with you there, Caesar.
You would single-handedly support them, bro.
Yes. Okay, let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, give me some more of our news to hit. You got it.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Next we have, again, this is just listings. San Diego home listings down by half since pandemic. I'll actually let me go through on a few of these things just to show you what the numbers are looking like. So new listings, May 2022, we had 42 listings. This is in Mira Mesa. This month we had, in May, we had 15. Minus 64% change.
15.
And you can see the prices actually have gone up from this time last year by 5% in Mira Mesa, which is one of the few places that have actually gone up since last. Because
Mira Mesa
May was like almost the peak of
appreciate a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good price point, $1 million.
Yeah, it is.
This is in Poway, so they're down 58%. If you can see this here, I might come up small on the screen here, but 72 listings last year to 30 of May of 2023.
Guys.
So you can see a trend happening here. This is Oceanside. 28 to 17, not as big a drop there. But you can see the median home price is about down 8% comparatively. This one is Encinitas, 41 listings to 24. This is Rancho Bernardo West, like Del Sur Forest Ranch area, 70 to 38, down 45%.
Jeez.
So if anybody wants to sell their house, it would be super helpful for people. 47 to 25. This is Carmel Valley. So
a lot of these places are hovering in like the 50% range, which is wild.
And the price is a little bit down from last year. This is Carmel Valley, down 5%, not a huge amount. And then Rancho Penasquitas also down 5% price wise, but inventory wise down 43.9%. I'm curious if we actually would have had the inventory that we had 41 homes to sell. We probably wouldn't have as many multiple offers. We'd actually be in a relatively normal market. But
that's makes sense, right? More homes to go around, and then fewer offers on each.
For sure, that is correct. But there wouldn't be 10 offers. Maybe there'd be like 2 to 3. Yeah. So that is interesting. Okay, let's go back. So that was inventory.
So down 53%. Sure.
If you're curious what mortgage rates are doing recently, the weekly mortgage demand was flat, even as interest rates dropped for the third straight week. So rates are actually dropping. It's still not low by any means. Last week, the average contract interest rate for 30-year fixed mortgages with conforming loan balances was 6.73% from 6.77%. So barely dropped, but dropped a little bit. Applications to refinance a home fell 2%. I'm sure there's not many people refinancing in this market.
Right now, at this point.
Mortgage applications to purchase a home increased 2% for the week. So every time the rates start to dip, the mortgage applications start to go up a little bit. So we were actually able to get a 2-1 buy down for a client in Carlsbad recently, which I was shocked by, honestly. The house appraised, and they were offered $25,000 to buy or rate down. So our clients are getting like a 4% interest rate for year one, and a 5% interest rate for year two. And then it goes back up to the normal 6.25% interest rate. And hopefully by that time you're able to refinance. Right. And the house was completely remodeled. This is one I was like shocked we were able to pull this one off. And I don't shock easily in this market. So there are deals to be had out there. You just got to find the right ones. I think. So one more question in here. So, let's all chip in and purchase a team.
I think that's.
I got $20. How much you got, Dopish?
I think we could do like a, what's it called when you raise the money on?
The funds,
Kickstarter,
not Kickstarter,
or a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe for an NBA team. That'd be great.
Okay, that's pretty much all the articles I had to talk about here. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, we might call this one a little bit shorter today. I always say this every time. We're going to try to be more consistent on our YouTube lives because we've been a little bit inconsistent on doing these. But again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Oh, I had one more thing to report today. Let me see how I do this.
What about all the stuff I wanted to talk about?
What did you want to talk about?
All the stuff I shared with you on there. I wanted to talk about more current events that are happening in San Diego right now, but that's okay. We can stick with the sad mortgage rates and everything.
We're going to stick with. I want to wish a very happy birthday to my son, Aiden. Today is his 10th birthday. So if you guys ever see Aiden out and about, be sure to wish him a happy birthday.
But don't scare him if you're a stranger.
He wanted a shout out on the video today, so I
love it. Happy birthday, Aiden.
So happy birthday, buddy. And we're about to have some dinner and some cake here. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in. And if you guys are ever thinking about buying or selling here in San Diego, we'd love to help you out. And if this is your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post every week. Thanks for watching and catch us next time. Bye. Oh, there we go. Samuel says, happy birthday. Thanks, guys. All right. Yay. Bye, guys.